Welcome in, everybody. Oh boy, 7:57. Gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna go to all the socials and let people know that we are live. Also, oh, that was a loud noise. Yeah, we's Def Live. We's Def Live. Loverly lady, hello. What happened? Oh, hello, Reba. Oh man, people are here. Yes. We missed you too, Susan Fletch. Oh, it made you watch a commercial, light lady. You're not a sub anymore. Oh man, some people subs. It might be a new month. I'm not sure. I'm gonna see if I can share this. How is that gonna work? What's this button? That button's share to the Twitter. I'm gonna see what that looks like. I did tell you not to spend money. That's true, but I might have to change you. Yeah, we're gonna just tweet that out from the Twitter. Because I pressed that little share button. You see, does everyone see underneath the video that share button? It's a little arrow with a box, like a after love, after love, after love. I think it's all of them. Roadhouse. Rumor has it. Did you hear that play? The reason why that played was because of the sub. Richard, but the thing, because I have an overlay right now, it might have showed up too. I don't know if it showed up. I wasn't watching. Thanks for the sub. Yes. What is it? It's 8 o'clock. Oh, you know what that means? It means we almost start. Because Reba Jeter, because of you, we start at 8:01, Mom. Don't tell people. No, the sound check is good. Speaking of, I don't think we're going to do a countdown because that countdown is way too long. It's 30 seconds, and we just don't have 30 seconds in our lives these days. We get all maxed out. Oh, I'm going to exit out of that. I know. Which email? Uh-oh. All right. Wait, people can't hear Don? Oh, Don's very quiet. Okay. All right. So they said they can't hear Don. We're doing the sound check. Hold on. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this up. Oh, you can see my.
Which means I might be a little more revealing than usual. Just saying.
I'm turning this off, Don. I'm turning this off.
Okay.
So they can see us. Can we hear Don now?
Everybody.
Yeah, we can hear Don.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did you hear about my jammy jams, my sexy lingerie showing all of this?
You see, the thing was, Don, was I just wanted all the attention, and so I had you muted to the people.
It's not really different than usual.
Oh.
It's funny, God, it's true. No, I'm just being an asshole. Hi, everybody.
Wait, are we showing skin? Hello, Demonard.
Yeah, right here, my skin, because I'm wearing my sexy nightwear.
There's some skin right there. Yeah.
Oh, it's right, my clavicle. I've got one. I've got another.
Look at
my brother and I used to do things where we'd go like this as strongly as we could, and then we would put Skittles and M&Ms right in here, and then we would go like this as fast as we could and have them go.
Oh my God, I have candy corn that I just bought today. I think I might need to do that.
It's something we used to do.
It is something they used to do.
We used to try to launch it into things, and it was a very big deal.
I have the chest of a young... You have the chest of a young Chuck Norris? What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Candy corn does taste like wax. Candy corn is like what you give people when you don't like them.
Then we're gonna start a poll early
That
tonight,
and popcorn
everyone.
balls.
All right, we're gonna start a poll early, everybody, and that poll is gonna be a yes or no to candy corn, and we're gonna let that go for a few while. So let me get to our poll widget. That sounds dirty.
We're not known for being dirty, everyone.
No dirty at all.
No,
Definitely not dirty.
None.
Candy corn is not wax. 2 X's. It is not. Okay, we're doing a new poll.
Oh, okay, Rich. Okay, I'm gonna see. James hasn't done that. He has to be reminded multiple times.
No, I haven't looked at the email yet. I'm busy with the poll, Don.
It's important before we do a certain segment, James Tierney.
I'm trying to do some polls.
Yeah, but my thing was first before the polls.
Well, there was a...
Also, like candy corn, it will be around for millennia. So don't worry about it. You can come back to it.
There was a poll that was open for like 800 hours because I never closed the one out from 3 weeks ago.
I love it.
I don't know why that made me really laugh. Okay.
Monday 8 to 9. As in like the poll we did when we were asking people when to do Schitt's Creek.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Okay.
Vegeta, you do not need to apologize that his father likes candy corn. Like certain things with Halloween, there are always people to eat them, which is why these things exist. I personally enjoy, what's it called? Tea berry, which some people know as the flavor of Pepto-Bismol, but it was once a delightful gum that you can now get at like vintage stores. Well, like that's my opinion.
There's always people who have wrong opinions. Okay, first of all...
Yay, lovely lady! We should go out and have ice cream together.
No ice cream. No ice cream. I bought candy corn today.
No way! Jell, you too? I'm not the only one who likes tea berry.
You all are gonna see my the cursor just for a second. Oops.
Okay.
Because I need to do this. Hold on.
Also, lovely lady, I have something for you. And the second you type, "What is it, Don?" I will happily tell you.
Okay, we're gonna start a poll, everyone. Candy corn. It's really simple. Hell yeah or F no. So you can vote with the command vote and then a space and then either yes or no.
I've been saving this for you because you said you liked it. And so I wanted you to have mine, but I got one of them coupons. And so I saved you my Ray Azteca discount coupon for you, lovely lady, because I love you.
I feel like
so if you let me know, I would be happy to send this to you. Just let me know how to make that happen.
Okay, first of all, I'm voting in this. Don, first of all. Don, do you like candy corn?
I think candy corn is okay.
Yeah, so we're going with a yes.
No, I'm going with no.
Oh, whoops, I didn't even do it right.
I'm going with no.
I didn't even.
I also think milk chocolate is okay. These are both things that if I have to put compensation somehow in order to make it happen for me, no. But if it's something that is in front of my face and I just need to eat feelings, okay.
Yeah, if someone just puts something in front of my face and I just
so
need it.
Fletcher, you put a space between the exclamation point and the vote.
Oh yeah, Menard, you got to do that.
Gerardo, correct, I think.
Hello, Andrea. Finally, Andrea, welcome back to the stream.
Hello, welcome back.
Light Lady wants
White
to know,
chocolate.
Yeah.
I like it as you guys, as some of you know, I make cheesecakes that are sort of inside out, where the topping is on the inside actually, and I use white chocolate shells for that kind of stuff. I use white chocolate mainly as a tool for other and many of my cream-based desserts. I think it adds a lot of balance, but it has a terrible... First of all, I recognize it's not chocolate, it's cocoa butter, but then I also recognize that cocoa butter can be delicious, but it can also be way too sweet because they'll get like that palm oil and palm sugar that they'll add to it. So that's my official opinion on white chocolate. It is a good tool. It is easily overdone because of its sweetness, so watch, but could be phenomenal.
Okay, so question. White chocolate, but we don't call it black chocolate. It's darker milk chocolate. Why isn't it light chocolate or cream chocolate?
Well, usually the answer to this is because white people named it for us.
That's probably true.
It's usually the problem. In fact, some people on my TikTok, somebody had an argument with a white lady because she was talking to her daughter who was lighter than her, and her daughter was saying something, and she was saying about how hot she was because she was darker skinned, so she was retaining more heat. And her daughter said, "That's right, Mom, you're dark like vanilla." And this woman was like, "Vanilla isn't dark." And she was like, "Yeah, it is. It is." She's like, "Well, what about vanilla ice cream, vanilla cream?" And she's like, "That's because of the milk. If you look at vanilla, it's very dark." And so it was this thing where, yeah, it really depends on who gets to name something, because I too disagree.
Yeah. So funny, I have a story about vanilla extract to be exact. When Kim and I first moved in together, we lived together in a house with two other dudes, Ryan and Chuck, and they're both really good friends of mine from graduate school. And Ryan used to have a bit of an anger problem, not like Andy Bernard from The Office, like gonna punch something, but he just would randomly get like really fucking angry and upset for just very, very small things. Like one time the garage door was acting up and you had to like hold the button down. And then if you let it go a little too early, it would come back up. And he would just fucking freak out about it. Like Kim lived with us. Kim would have to be like, "Ryan, calm down. Like it's okay." But he was just started dating they're married now. Just started dating Bree. Our dogs are going nuts. I have no idea why the dogs are going nuts.
It is not because I'm outside.
It is not.
This is a real thing, not a set.
Just started dating this woman named Brianna, and they were over at the house and they're baking something, doing something cute, like things that people do when they first start dating. And she poured, I don't know, like a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon of vanilla extract and was like, "Oops, sorry," and then dumped it out. And he flipped the fuck out. He was like, "Do you know how much pure vanilla extract costs?" And like they got into a legit domestic. Oh, they had been dating for 2 years. Sorry, I thought it was sooner. I mean, her name is Brianna and it's called Brie. That's true. So all of that stuff. That's what anytime anyone says vanilla or vanilla extract or baking or anything, that's what it reminds me of.
Wow. That is always very impressive to me. That's right. Yell at him. Yell at him.
That might work.
Shut up.
And by domestic, he means Ryan yelled and Bree was like, "Oh, okay. Yeah." So thank you for fact checking me, light lady. Thank you for fact checking me. Hi, Octocat.
Some might
Thanks
say
for
that
joining.
we have a tendency to dramatize.
Me? Drama?
No.
No way. No way.
Check your email, James Tierney.
The he said, they said email?
Yes. In the meantime, you guys.
I have way too many email accounts.
Oh, get over it. In the meantime, you guys, I have been doing lots of stuff while I've been gone, including doing some house renovation stuff, mainly on the outside of our house. So I'm going to look back I should have done this ahead of time. I'm going to look back in my picture feed and see if I can find you a photo of what my house looked like a while ago. Let's see here. Probably not. But we had a very huge tree, and that was the only thing that was in front of our house. And then it got cut down. So then we had just like a tree stump, and we kept that around so that, people would lower their expectations about what my yard is supposed to look like. James, it's brilliant, and I hope you like it, and we're using it.
It's the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And it's going to be amazing.
Oh my God, everybody.
So anyway, I won't show you what my house used to look like because I can't find that shit. But what I'll show you is... I put in a tree. See that tiny tree? You're welcome. There it is. Boom. Tree. And then I put these really pretty things called rain chains. And they are this like little chain thing that goes from your gutters to a drainage, which I made into a pot. It's secretly not a pot. It's like a drainage system, but it looks like just a pot of rocks, but it's not. And ta-da! But I think it's great because in suburbia, our neighbors have watched us just sort of slowly but surely just throw out tons and tons of crap like rocks that we bring back from that were glued together to make walls, and I'm just taking out stuff. And of course, there was just piles of mulch and piles of compost and just a bunch of. It kind of got overrun by weeds one time. It was really bad, and so like I said, lowered expectations. Now everybody that walks past our yard is always like, "You guys are doing great," and it's really coming along, and it looks really nice now. And I didn't realize that, like, when you're in suburbia, people like to share their opinions about how your yard looks. It's very weird.
Oh, I mean,
but
I spend more money / time worrying about my yard than I do about my marriage half the time. Like, that's what happens when you move to the suburbs. That's
also
not true. I care about my marriage.
I've learned something called like friend PR, and by that I mean, if you like live in suburbia and someone walks past your house, you both do this like, are they gonna wave? Are they gonna wave? Are they gonna wave? But one of you at some point has to wave. When you do, it's like, oh hey, how's it going? And that's it. And if you have a friend, that person also has to wave because the person's giving you points, you know, like relationship points among all the peoples. But if your persons are like, no, screw that guy, then they're like, oh, what kind of people are these to have these kind of human beings around that wouldn't wave to me? It's a big deal. So thank you for all my friends who come and walk and wave at my fellow neighbors.
I feel like we just wave to everybody that walks by our house.
Which is good. That's good.
Speaking of someone, my neighbor yelled at me today because I was not wearing a mask, but yelled at me in a positive light. You
should talk about that. I'm going to get what I think might be our first he said, they said fan mail, technically.
Uh-oh. Well, Loverly Lady, I say I had dogs as well. So Kim and I, my wife Kim, we decided we were going to go for a run today. Yes, this guy ran 2 miles. I did have to stop and pee in the middle, but I did run 2 straight miles, very slow, but we're trying to work on this dad bod, working on it nice and good. Hey, Red Sox. Hey, yes, I did go for a run. Thanks, Red Sox. I know you're a runner. It was not good. I can run for longer than that. I was sweaty and it was wonderful, and I peed in the middle of my 2-mile run. But that's because I drink a lot of water now. So I drink a lot of water when I'm working at home. Anyways.
Peeing while on a run. # male privilege.
I mean, it was in a porta potty. Like, I didn't just like whip it out while I was running.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, I would if I had
one. Hey, Kim is very anti me peeing outside for some reason. Last weekend, we got really drunk on our back deck, and I just opened the door to the back deck and walked down 3 stairs and pee. And she's very embarrassed when I do that. Yes, I did 2 miles because today is Kim's 2 miles. I could do 4 miles if we ran as slow as we ran today, for sure. Anyways,
Kim, I can also run those 4 miles with you if you just want to like talk stuff out.
Yeah, if you don't want to
talk to me. I'll run beside you going, yeah, yeah.
Well, the goal today was to run at a slow pace so that way we could chat. We could talk.
I love chat running. I do. Yeah. I used to chat run with Brant. We would go for like 7 miles. Okay, you ready to see our first fan mail?
I didn't tell my story yet, Dawn.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I didn't tell my story.
Took you like 10 seconds when you told me earlier today.
Well, I didn't. I had to do the backstory for everything.
Got you. And fluids. I see it now. Okay.
Story. I talked about pee. Anyways, 3 houses down from us on our street. A lot of things have happened last 2 weeks. On our street. Sure. We have 11 Biden signs on our street. No Trump signs, although I'm sure there are some Trump supporters, but we have 11 Biden signs. My Biden sign got stolen. None of the other ones did. Just my Biden sign.
And they're like all around your house. Like left, across,
There's
across,
11 on our street.
Right. Like it's everywhere.
And so, I got another one. Our neighbor got one dropped off, gave it to us. This is a very nice gesture of Steve, our next door neighbor. But one of the houses that does not have a Biden sign, which by now, if you don't have a Biden sign on this street, we pretty much know what's going on. Kim and I, we're running outside. listen, I'm not that liberal state college person who's like, you gotta wear a mask every hour of every day or else you're gonna die of the Rona. Like, no. Like, if I'm outside, not gonna be within 6 feet of anybody besides my wife for more than 2 seconds, I'm not wearing a damn mask. It's called risk mitigation, doing strategies to make sure that we get rid of this damn virus. And it's not wearing your freaking mask by yourself walking down the street. So anyway, Kim and I, maskless, gonna go for a run away from campus, so we're not gonna be next to anybody. And so we're just walking down our street. We're just walking down the street, go by a house with a Biden sign. The next house doesn't have a Biden sign, and the guy's mowing his lawn. And he like stops mowing his lawn, and we go to walk on the other side of the street, and he like starts coming towards me, and he's kind of this bigger dude. He's like, "Thank you," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Thank you for not wearing a mask. This stuff is bullshit." And I went, "Yeah, we're on a run. Not gonna wear a mask on a run. See you later." So I think he believes we're friends now, but I don't believe we're friends unless you're in the chat. And if that's the case, click that subscribe button. I'll sell out. I'll sell out for subscribers. Anyways, that was my story for today. Go ahead, Dawn. What's this? What's this spam mail?
Oh, right. So this is from Here Fishy Fishy.
Oh.
They sent me a postcard. For those who don't know, my mom used to be an artist, and this was one of her original paintings. So this is a postcard with her painting. And it technically says on this site, it says, "I just wanted to send some love your way. Mayhaps this is fan mail. I love your Twitch channel. Keep it up. Love you all and miss you so much." And then it's signed, my niece-er, what the heck is Tristan Here Fishy Fishy? Does he get a special name? And then of course, my nephews and nieces. Yeah, he's your fiance. He's not my fiance. He can't be like the fiance. That's weird.
So he would be a cousin fiance.
So here's the thing about this. Fiance. What you might not realize is Here Fishy Fishy, I called my niece-er. There's a reason. They are biologically my niece, but we grew up in the same house together, sharing the same room, and my mom essentially raised them as a mom.
Okay,
we're not gonna get into other details, right?
Okay.
So she's kind of, in terms of like, when I always tell people I have a niece, they expect someone who's 5 years old, and then when we talk about stuff, they're like, "Oh, you mean like your little sister?" And so they're basically my little sister, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
And so
you call it a niece-er.
We put it together. The plot thickens, friends. We have, when I was younger, my cousin was put into CYS in the foster care system with his 3 other biological siblings. And just so you know, Here Fishy Fishy says James came up with it. My brother's name is James. This isn't that James. So anyway, I haven't known him that long. So anyway, my cousin was then adopted by my parents and became my brother. I know it's sounding West Virginian. Don't worry about it. And so he is technically Here Fishy Fishy's cousin by blood, uncle by adoption, and brother by like associative relationship of how they were raised. And so she jokingly calls him cousin, uncle, brother Troy, but when he was little, he used to spell his name backwards, so he got called York for the longest time. So yes, and also uncle, cousin, brother, he's called. And she's my niece-er, and it's delightfully confusing for a lot of people. There you are.
That is a family tree that does not fork a lot. That's all I'm saying.
It's like a wreath, you know? We prefer.
Oh,
so do you guys, I guess.
Katie Fiore, welcome back.
Fiore. I did notice at IPG that you had some furniture behind you, and I just want to say props.
Yeah, got some
Loving
furniture delivered.
Got furniture officially. Love it.
Oh.
I keep hearing the song from Deliverance.
Oh,
for my family. I was like, please don't tell me we're playing that song as part of our background music.
Katie.
Listen, adoption can be messy, but they like to keep things in the family, which is why it gets even more messy. So
KD has a new delivery coming tomorrow. Katie, what do you have coming?
Allegedly. I can't wait. Can't wait to hear.
A bookshelf and a desk chair.
And a desk chair.
That's
I
like-
just recently helped Rich D get a desk chair. And by helped, I mean I sent him a picture of one and said, buy this one.
Ooh.
I can be a good advisor at times.
That's adult stuff.
Such an adult thing.
I think we also have fan email from Kim. I've heard that there's a video that I need to show.
Oh, you absolutely do.
Um,
You absolutely do. So, friends, speaking of our house upgrades, James and Kim recently got their own house upgrade. And I'll let you talk about it unless you want me to tell everybody.
I can tell, but Kim, send that video via email to he said they said improv@gmail.com so I can quickly just download it and make it an overlay because that'll show better for the people. Yes, you should email it to me.
It does suck.
Here's the thing, everybody. First of all, Kim and I went and visited our friends, Steve and Stacy. Some of you may know Steve and Stacy. Amazing individuals, loving individuals. Wished that they weren't so busy so we could hang out with them more often. Just like I wish not everyone was busy. We weren't in the middle of a global pandemic so we could hang out with more people. Anyways,
Details.
first time that we've seen them since, I don't know, March or April when they came over to, I guess it was May. It was right when we got our fire pit. And when we got there, they had a ring, which is, not wedding ring, which I'm not wearing, but the doorbell that, films everything. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I can see if someone steals my damn Biden sign. Again. And they had a couple other cameras around, but just the ring. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm looking into getting something like that. And he's like, wait a minute. I have an old one. It's 2 years old, but it's not open because it's battery powered, or it's not battery powered, and that it needs to be plugged into the wires. And I was like, well, ours is a wire. He's like, here, have it. So we installed it. And it picks up lots of cool things. So it
lots
picked
of cool
up,
things.
the first thing it picked up actually was a tractor driving down our road. And then I had to change the sensitivity so it didn't pick up everything. And then it picked this thing. Hold on, I'm going to download this. Oh boy. I know what this one is. Then I'm going to add a video clip.
I don't think it got the bear. My friends did. If you want to see some pictures of the bear. It actually came to their back porch and was just like, "What's up, guys?" There was actually another one. There was 2 bears.
Okay. Wait, Light Lady. Tell me, should I have any sort of backstory to this, or should we just let people watch it?
I mean, it's not too crazy.
No. Okay. I'm gonna pause the music. I'm gonna make the music quiet.
It's totally fine.
I need to order those. What's going on?
Is that a big one?
Oh. Yep.
It was a spider.
Of course it was.
Hold on. Do you guys want to see that again? This is what it was. Now that you know what you're looking for, I go at the very beginning. You can see this at the very beginning. I reach in and I go, ugh, because there's a huge spider web, but I'm like, whatever, just a spider web. I ain't afraid of no spiders. I ain't afraid of a piter. And then this happens.
Oh, I need to order those. What's going on?
Is that a big one?
Oh my god.
Oh.
What is it that you needed to order, Light Lady?
Oh, the should be a notification. Yes, it should be. I would do the or it could even and that little clip.
that's
I'll
right.
turn that. I'll turn that for sure. Oh, so yeah, I
Love those upgrades, those delightful house upgrades.
Kim today was like, "Did you watch that?" And I was like, "No, I'm not gonna watch it." And she's like, "Okay, well, I have it. We'll watch it tonight at the show." But then I watched it because I didn't want to have it played without me seeing it. And then today I went out to check the mail, and so Kim has the app on her phone. So Kim has the app on her
that tells
phone.
you what mail's coming.
So she gets the notification if someone's like out front. So I go out, I check the mail today, I get back, I get a text message from her like, "Is there any spiders in the mail?"
I love it. I love it. Brant works for a company named June, and they have a smart oven. Essentially, you put food in it, and then it's like, "Hey, this is asparagus, right?" And you're like, "Yes, June, it is." And they're like, "Cool, I'll cook it. Come back in 20 minutes." And you're like, "Sweet." And part of it is it gives you an app, and it actually has a video that you can watch your food cook if you want. And so for the first few times that we had this thing, and I'd cook, and he'd be like, "That's some nice looking chicken." Or he'd be like, "Do I get any of them Brussels sprouts?" And I'd be like, "I don't like that you know what I'm cooking."
Well,
So
now
I get that.
I can't have all my girlfriend and boyfriends come over.
It's true. Especially considering you plan on putting one in the gate in the back.
I
So
know, if I put one towards the gate, there's no way. I'm going to have people go all the way around the house to come in.
who's the neighbor that you share backyards with? Because you can just
Boone.
bribe them to like have a secret path and they'll just like jump the fence.
That's true. I think that's what I'm going to have to do to have all my lovers come over.
Yeah,
all
you
my
guys should
lovers.
sign up. I did this by accident when I switched my addresses, but you can make it so that USPS sends you an email every day that tells you what mail you're getting. And if you're lazy like me, you'll go, "Yeah, that's all junk mail. I'm not checking the mail today." I don't want any of that crap.
Well, if we
And then
got
I'll
that.
go, "Oh, look, I have a bill," or "Oh, look, I have money." You know?
Well, here's the thing. If we did that, we would just get a notification every day of 18 pieces of junk mail that Jason gets. Jason gets so much junk mail. I think it's because he was in Rotary and people know that he's a very giving person. On any
they're
given
like,
day,
"Hey."
I'm not joking, 4 to 5 pieces of like, "Give us your money." And they're weird. It's not all like just, the Red Cross.
BDSM
or-
Anonymous?
No, it'll be like, the St. Louis firefighters request that Jason Brown give money. I'm like, where the hell are you getting all this stuff?
I had Loverly Lady. I had to write an email to Sierra Nevada and went, "Stop sending me paper." Is Sierra Nevada what I'm thinking of? Sierra Club.
The Sierra Club, not the Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, sorry. Beer clubs. Let's be honest, they're both delightful. Anyway, I had to write, even though they're like, I'm like, wait, this is way too much paper for an environmental group. Like, what is happening?
Well,
Please email me these things.
You know-
I do not need your paper.
one of the best econ like nudges studies that they did was they showed that for a lot of this like junk mail, if you send something out and in it says, "Send us X dollars," let's say $30 or $40, whatever it is, and we will never email you again, or we will never mail you a piece of a thing again. It like ramps way up the amount of money because people are like, "Fine, I'll send you $20 if you just never mail me this ever again."
I feel like that's a sort of what is it? Like it's a bribery in a way? Yeah. James Tierney, I'm gonna text you something.
Uh-oh.
It's for people who like snail mail. It's on Kickstarter and I love it. And I want people to send this to. Did it go away? It's not. I just want to make sure it's not ending.
Light
Oh, it
Lady.
has 6 days to go.
Light Lady, I don't know. I don't remember Adopt a Booby. Oh, yes.
Bubby.
Yes, Bubby.
Adopt a
Okay,
Bubby.
we're going to come back to that in a second. Jel, you've been telling election texters you're not 82-year-old named Gordon. Gordon seems like a younger person's name, but
I have a patient named Gordon.
And are they super, super old?
Sorry, clarification, friends. If you're seeing me, you're either super old or you done fucked up somewhere.
Or you're super old and
that's
you
the
done
kind
fucked
of
up.
that's the kind of medicine I work with, right? So lots of end of life care, lots of old people problems. So most of my patients are over 65, and if you're 60 and you're seeing me, we call you young.
Oh.
That's
I'm
so when I
seeing-
say I have a patient named Gordon, it means there are old people.
If I'm
named
seeing
Gordon.
someone under 60,
Older, they're not. I
Call
still
them
think
young.
they're not old. Anyway, you're not old to me unless you're falling. Like if you have to answer yes to I fell, you're considered old. I don't care what the number is. If you're like, yes, I fell, I need supervision, you're old. That's my cutoff. I don't care if you're 92. You haven't fallen, you're good. Okay, guys,
I fell for
there's a
lightly.
thing on Kickstarter. It's called Snail Mail Party. And essentially, like once every 3 months, they're gonna send me a thing in the mail, a little bit of stickers and magazines that they made, and yay, local art. And then they have a pre-stamped postcard, which you then send them back, and then they turn that into the magazine that they do in the future. And I think you also get one more to send to somebody else. So it's, having fun with snail mail. So if you're a person who's like, I love getting random happy things in the mail, but it isn't junk and it's just fun, definitely something to look at.
Snail mail. Red Lobster unofficial. Welcome
What?
back. Welcome back,
Welcome
Red.
back.
KD said that they got a piece of mail before that was just a thing that said you'll be receiving an email from us shortly.
God, I hate that.
Wait, Loverly Lady, is that a true story? You applied to a college just so they would leave you alone? Oh, you never intended to go to that college. I didn't see the A in there. I thought you just meant you applied to college in general just because they were sending you emails.
I love it.
Rich also says, hi, I'm paying attention. Just saying. I don't know if I believe it. Do you believe it?
Jell, I love that idea, and I'm super duper happy to do that with anybody. Just hit me up. One of the things we used to do to so every now and then Lars aka Brant would be very, very sad, and I would be like, you want to go on a date right now, like an impromptu awesome date? And so what I would do is I'd take him around town, and we would go to random stores, and I would buy like we would go to Gardner's Candy and get one piece of candy, and then we would leave and go to something else. And that's impromptu called grab bag. And part of grab bag is we showed up to the dollar store, and I was like, okay, you have $5, I have $5. You have to buy 5 things for me, and I'm gonna buy 5 things for you, but I can't see what's in your basket and you can't see what's in mine. Go. And that's what we did. So yeah, I'm all about like, let's do random things that are really cutesy. That's me.
Speaking of, what you could do is you could get a Birchbox subscription.
What?
Because that's
Now, is that
just,
the same one that you had the last time, and you've just saved it this whole time?
I save it for
Aw.
us. I did get my quarterly GQ box from the GQ magazine. And
What does GQ, what does that mean?
I don't
What
know.
does it stand for?
I'm not
Okay.
sure. I probably should know.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
Roadhouse just redeemed 3 dabs, and I just dabbed.
Love it.
It's Gentleman
I love it.
Quarterly. Gentleman's Quarterly. Ah.
Boom beat you to it. It looks like,
looks like
Jell
Jell
beat
was
Rich
first.
D. Oh,
Yeah.
awkward.
Also,
wasn't there a poll going on about candy corn?
yeah, it's still going. It's for people to show up.
Oh,
So
okay.
Streamlabs keeps telling people to vote. Vote yes
Okay.
if candy corn is great. No if you don't like candy corn. That's what we want to figure out.
And if you're meh, then that means no.
Yeah. No, if you're mad, it's just like you're mad. Like,
Well, you didn't make that as an option.
wait,
so
did
it's gotta be
Rich
no.
HBI ban Rich ADHBI? Oh, yeah, Gentleman's Quarterly. So I did get that box. That one was super cool. I got like socks in that. I got some serum. I got a cool wallet. None of the stuff's down here. I'll have to show it next week. I got a watch.
KD Fiore, you don't have to put the brackets. Just put
Oh yeah.
exclamation point vote and then the word no.
Yeah, Kate
No,
D.
no.
Fiore, you already voted, unfortunately, the wrong way.
The definite right way.
The definite
cool.
wrong way. Let me see what that poll is looking like right now. Ooh, it's It's 6-4. No.
And I can't vote.
Ooh, D Menard with the he said glasses emote.
I love it.
Yes, definitely voted. Okay, so we've got a couple of things. Come on, Red Sox. Candy corn's delicious. Speaking of which, I should get some candy corn.
You enjoy it. You should. You should. You absolutely should.
Should I put some right here and try and...
Also, the flavor of candy corn is supposed to be honey, the original flavor.
Honey?
So suck on that and
Red
enjoy
Lobsters
that.
know as well. Candy corn tastes like wax. Maybe people just like wax. It is not the worst candy ever. It is the best candy ever. I love it so much.
The flavor is wax.
There we go.
Look at
Here,
that.
fishy, fishy.
Here, fishy, fishy. Look
There
at
you
that. Fan mail and candy corn support.
Look at that. Look at that.
You know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get a bunch of mail and it's gonna be a bunch of candy corn from
bunch of
our
freaking candy corn.
beloved. Our beloved
Does Lars like candy corn?
I don't think so, but I will not speak for them. I will let them speak for themselves. By that I could mute and then yell, but I would be afraid that I would fuck up the muting and then we would be in trouble.
That's okay. Why would you have candy corn when you can eat literally anything else? KD. Because candy corn is delicious. And I love it. And
I'm pretty sure
I
candy corn was made once in the 1970s and then it's just still here.
Still
like
here.
never goes bad.
I do have a question.
Okay.
Do people like my new denim jacket? Don't mind the gym clothes underneath it.
Actually, I like the pop of color underneath, but yes.
Let me know. The reason why I got it is because people said I was looking like... Who'd they say I looked like? Eric Clapton? Yeah, Eric Clapton of the early 90s. And I looked up a photo of Eric Clapton in the early 90s, and he had a jean jacket, so I bought one.
I love it. I think Gay Roadhouse has an interesting thing to say about the marshmallow peanuts. I've never liked the marshmallow peanuts, but maybe it's because I always got them from my grandmother's house, and I swear to you, they were the marshmallow peanuts of the previous year, like every time, because what she does is she waited until holiday candy went on sale the next day, and then that's when she would buy the holiday candy for the next year.
That would make sense.
Now, she lived in Milheim, so she always had very few visitors, and so it was fine, but like the stuff that she always had around, like I remember eating those peanuts and they would crumble and disintegrate into this grainy awfulness. So if that's not what they're supposed to be like, then that is correct. I don't know what they are.
So, it looks very nice. Thank you, Red Lobster. Okay, here's the thing. It is a 90s vibe. Red Sox, there weren't crickets. People are saying how amazing this is. Was there a dab request? I didn't see a dab request come through.
But it says it right there.
Oh,
you gotta, your dab.
mean,
but you're in the jean jacket. You gotta see what it looks like. How do you fully know if it looks good without the dab?
And here's the thing, Mom, Reba Jeter. Why am I wearing it in the house? I'm wearing it in the house because it's a little chilly, A, and B, because I wanted to show it off to all the viewers. Oh. God.
Yeah.
God. Anyway.
Oh no! Yeah, Roadhouse, he stood up and did 3 dabs right after the other. So
Too bad. Maybe other people can use 500 to get has a heat stroke just so he can show off a jacket. Heck yeah. They're pretty epic dabs too, you're right. This is called Style, Reba Jeter?
Yeah.
Style?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop that collar. Yeah.
I don't know how it relates to anything that you just said. Oh man.
There's your
man.
dab. Oh, another one. I'll do the other arm. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. Oh yeah, I can. Light Lady hates when I dab. And I'm gonna make a new thing that you can redeem points for a mini dab. Here's a free mini dab for everyone. You just pretend like this is the elbow pit, and you just go.
The crook.
Those are mini dabs. The mini dabs are the way to go. Anyways,
I'm speechless.
we have a few things to do. We have a few things to do this week, Dawn.
We have segments.
We have
We have
segments.
Birchbox to open.
Yeah.
We could talk about how I've been passing out lately.
Well, please don't pass out.
Don't worry. We're okay, people. I got my 120 today. We're all set. And what is my 120? 120 ounces of water.
Ooh,
We're
that's
okay.
a lot of ounces of water. That's 120 shots. Octocat,
Yeah,
you don't put the don't put
Brackets.
brackets. I don't know what they're called.
They're called brackets.
The greater than and less than sign. As a math nerd, that's
Yeah.
what I call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pac-Man signs.
What do we want to get to first? Do we want to get to Schitt's Creek? I think Kim wants us to get to Schitt's Creek because it's 8:42 and
Oh, man.
she wakes up at 5 tomorrow. So it's like I'm getting out at 9. So let's do the Schitt's Creek. Everyone,
Okay.
Rich DeLuca
It's amazing.
has made this
Yes.
as our segment piece for shits and giggles. I'm gonna just
love
leave
it
this.
so
I'm gonna
much.
leave that up there for a minute so people can't see us. They can only see this picture for a little bit. I'm gonna put it up there and just see what the people in the chat want to say about it. Oh yeah, we could do way over. Hold on, wait, which side? Oh, it's over this way. There we go.
Yeah, I love it so much.
I mean, I guess if I was smart, right? Instead of having it, I could have just done it this way. Instead of putting it
Where
there.
we're on the side, where we're
Well,
over here.
I think I could find.
You can make it full screen and have the two of us.
Right. What if I just share this screen? Well, actually, I'm using OBS, you moron. You can easily do this, and you can easily do. Oh, you're gonna see my.
To be clear, guys, I am awful at recognizing my own face. So please tell me, are you the brother and sister, or am I the brother and sister?
I
Are
mean-
you all the faces?
I think you're the brother and sister because there's
Okay.
facial hair on the middle too, but I can't tell either. Hold on, I'm gonna. This is gonna be much easier to do it this way. I'm just gonna share my screen.
Thank you, Jill.
I'm just gonna share the
I
screen.
thought so. I
Screen
struggle
one.
with that kind of stuff.
Share.
Specifically with my own face and only my own face. Yes.
There we go. Hide that.
I love it.
There
You're
we
such
go.
a handsome
Let's just do
David.
that way. That looks good. Okay, now my cursor's everywhere. Okay. All right. Don't call Dawn a moron. Who called Dawn a moron? Did I?
You did. Yeah.
Wait.
You said it's on OBS, you moron.
No, I'm talking to myself. I make a great
Obviously, you were
YouTube
talking about me.
Yes, this is exactly what it is. I am Moira because I have a beard. Yes, I think that. Don's outside. I'm the middle
I
two.
agree.
I wasn't able to tell who David was. I will tell you, so before when I was getting haircuts, I was downtown with my barber and he saw that we were doing a show at the State Theater for He Said, They Said. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, that's really cool. Is that your sister? Is that like your sister or like your brother? Or like, you guys look a lot alike. And I'm like, well, no. I'm not a sister,
your
uncle,
sib.
cousin, but maybe I could be a brother, uncle, cousin, sister someday.
And for those who don't know, we prefer the term sib, as in the they people.
As in the they people.
We like sib. Sib, and I like nibbling for
Nibbling?
nieces and nephews.
I believe Jel said that earlier. Octocat, for the face blind, can you describe that? Uh-oh. Is anyone else hearing that?
Yeah, is that? But your fan's off. I'm confused.
Uh-oh. Okay, it's done.
So
Okay.
face blindness is someone's inability to differ distinctive characteristics of a face from another face. So they know it's a face, but they won't be able to pick up on distinct details. And so because of that, it makes it very difficult for people who are meeting people for the first time to be able to see them again in, say, a different company or a different setting and actually remember that they saw them, or to be able to differentiate them from other people. And for most of us, it's like, oh, but that's super obvious. And for face blind people, it's not. I don't seem to have face blindness with everybody else. When it comes to seeing my own self, I struggle, which is bizarre, but there we are.
So this is the new. I'm gonna do some stuff with it. So
Okay.
I'm going, well, let's get rid of it right now, but I'm going to do something where like it'll play music and then it'll just kind of scroll across the screen and it'll like come in and then go away and then we can come back to our Schitt's Creek stuff. So thank you, Rich, for all of that.
Thank you, Rich. I love
okay,
it.
Rich is explaining it. Took 2 screenshots of Don's face and put it in to blend over both the children's faces. I wish my beard was more.
That's like face blendness, Rich, not face blindness.
Yeah. I love it. Thank
I
you.
love it too. I love
Okay.
it so much.
So-
And you do make a great Eugene Levy.
For those of you who don't know, we have been watching 2 episodes of Schitt's Creek every Monday night at 8 p.m. If you're interested in joining us in this watch party, just send us a message on the He Said, They Said Facebook page. So if you just put Command FB, that will show up. And you can join us. We just send out a link to a Netflix watch party for Schitt's Creek. So we didn't have our Tuesday night last week, so we actually have 4 episodes that we can talk
4.
about.
Also,
4
for those of you who don't know, in order to be able to watch it, you must download a small widget on Google Chrome, and you must be on a desktop or laptop to be able to do the Netflix watching party with us. And you need to have the actual subscription to Netflix, or else it won't work at all. So just keep that in mind. Those are the things you need.
Lots of things. Just lots of things. Okay, what have we done? Uh-oh, not caught up. Oh, okay.
No.
Good night, loverly lady. You
Love
better catch
lovely
up.
lady. Don't forget to send me your info so I can send you things. Or I guess I'll drop it off with Jason and I'll give it to you in a special card so we won't know what it is, and then he can give it to you at work.
Perfect.
Thinking.
Good night, loverly lady. We love you. Hopefully you'll show up next Monday. Okay, so episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6. I need a refresher. Light lady,
Of what those are.
what was the
So
third one?
3 was Don't Worry, It's It's His Sister, if I recall.
Oh, yeah. That's when
Yep.
it's when there's clearly just like backside sex in it. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, 4's the drip, 5's the cabin. Okay, got you.
2 was the drip.
Yeah. Okay. So let's take these in.
Cool.
Let's take these in groups. So let's talk
Okay.
about 3 and 4, which was last week, and how we
Okay.
felt about them, and then we'll talk about 5 and 6.
Okay.
By the way, my mom, Reba Jeter, who's watching, has
Uh-huh.
I believe she's blown through like three seasons already because she said she was starting to
Holy
watch it
moly.
as well.
So,
Okay.
and also for those of you who haven't seen it, I don't really feel like so far this is a series where, like Game of Thrones, where you missing out and then us talking about is really ruining it for you. It's still delightful. I think you should still enjoy it. And so don't worry about us giving out too much spoilerage, because there's not really a lot happening that's like
Yeah,
critical.
for sure.
Yeah.
And it's a super old like show. So, I think you can talk about a show if it's been out for 6 years. 6, 7 years.
Well, I haven't seen it, so
I know.
I'm
But
still
I'm
on the
saying, like, people
surprise.
can't get mad at you for giving spoilers when it's been out for
I
that
did
long.
find out about something about David's character that kind of made me happy for David, but also very sad that now I know that. And that's like at the end of season 5. So I'm like, dang it. Anyway, moving on.
Dang it. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about. Okay. So it wasn't the drip. It was Bad Parents. So 3.
Yes.
So 3 was definitely.
3 was the part where she has a
Yeah.
moment also of Rose's Moina's character is like completely lost in herself, and then she's being watched by her daughter, and then she goes and ends up seeing and helping these kids in high school, and they are
acting.
acting, and she's so method acting, and she's like, who wrote this script? It's crap. And it's the teacher, and she's like, we're improvising. What do you need? It was delightful.
I really like that. I really like that scene because it's. I want to attend like that type of just over the top workshop. Like for improv right now, there's a lot of be gentle and let's be kind and let's like do. I just want to have a really just random over the top workshop where they're like grabbing you and they're like, but what does your character need? What's the back? It's like, it would be.
What did she say at the beginning? She said something like, "We are not here to have fun. We are here to work, and we will work until it hurts," or something like that. And it was like, oh my god.
Yeah, and Johnny tries to have the potentially offensive sign removed, and David's looking for a new job. I remember that. Yeah, because he's bagging groceries, and Johnny Rose just calls the. Why would they patch him through both times?
I know, right?
Can you do that? Like, can you just
that being
call someone? Can you call someone if they're working at the grocery store?
Yeah.
And will they?
And they do the exact same thing.
Huh.
It goes to customer service, and you're like, "I need to talk to Ted," and they're like, "Okay." And they call, and they go, "Ted, phone call line 1. Ted, phone call line 1."
Ah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's interesting because most of my experience of Eugene Levy was through American Pie, where he was a similar, reasonable family man who tend to have certain eccentricities.
Mm-hmm.
And when things were ridiculous or crazy, he was the one who was always saying the ridiculous or crazy thing with like a straight face, while everybody else was like, "What is wrong with this family?" And so to have him be this Johnny Rose character who seems to be the one that is reminding us of what normal is, you know, when Roland is overstaying his welcome, he's the one who brings him to reality and says, "Get the heck out," you know, and all this other stuff. And so I really enjoyed seeing a little bit back of the old Eugene Levy, if you will, where it's like, first he gives his son this thing about getting a good interview, and then once his son is at the job, he essentially costs him the job by being like, "So how is it? How is it? Oh my god, how is it? Talk to me right now for like the next 10 minutes because clearly you don't need to do anything right now because you got the job." It's like, and then he hangs up on him, and the best part is, "Did you just hang up on me?" Click. Oh, I love that.
See, I just want to be like, I want to be the extra in like a show like that where you're just the like all your job is to ring up like the people, so you're in the scene but you're just sitting there. Or the coworker who doesn't talk, just like, you know, sits there, watch them, be like, "You're doing a good job. What'd I tell you? Eggs in a different bag." And he just hands over the thing and just leaves. Yeah.
My friends, you know, being a person who acted with Harrisburg acting companies, they all, like, on their side jobs just for money would be extras. And it was always so funny. They'd be like, "You want to be an extra in a show?" I'm like, "Oh," so they could be like, "I was in that movie." And my one friend, his big break was on M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. And I don't even think he's credited, but essentially he's a guy who wrestles with main character. And there's a moment where like you just see the heroine walking past a bunch of guys that are wrestling, and the one guy who's wrestling is my friend, and he's like, wait, everybody, and he like pauses the movie, and he's like, "Look, that's my face right there." And so it's always so fun now when I see people who I know film in Pennsylvania, because I'll be like, "Oh my god, I think that's Rob. Hey, look, I think that's Angie. Hey, look, I think that's," you know, and it's interesting. But yes, you can be an extra in a movie if you want to.
I would love it. So Light Lady's gonna drop some of the summaries in the chat. Jel, I'm gonna actually command something for you right now. And that shouldn't be James's econ-splaining. That's Jel bringing up some real topic. There's a disconnect in the work to pay ratio. Worked the hardest in life when worked for minimum wage. Well, so, I mean, I could bring the econ side of things into this and say, pay should not and is not ever related to how hard you work, but how productive you are. And by productive, that's just economically speaking, how much money you pull in for the person who's above you. And that's how it works. And sometimes minimum wage jobs suck, but like, you know, it's not worth it. I'm not saying I'm for minimum. First of all, I think minimum wage needs to be raised, and I believe that we should have universal basic income. Like, I'm very liberal when it comes to labor policies. But in general, right, if you can figure out a way to do something that is very revenue generating, if you can write a book, right, you're making that, you know, that income, that side income is what we're looking for.
My dad used to say it as when you are going at the lowest to the highest. The lowest works more with their body in terms of labor jobs, and the higher up you go, the more you work with your mind and less with your body. Obviously, that's not the rule with all things, but it had me thinking, and I was like, oh, so if I want to make more money, I have to use my brain more, but I use my body less. And he's like, yep.
Well, yeah,
And I was
for
like,
sure.
oh, okay, education's important. Okay, cool. I guess I'll do that thing and like go to school. Second grade, Dawn, so.
Yeah, keep
That
going
was
to
when you
school,
first taught
Don.
me.
Keep going to school. So I really like that episode. And then the fourth episode. Oh wait, no, we're still on 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Alexis does community service with Mutt. Oh yeah, and then Stevie convinced David to sell the clothes. They contemplate whether or not they're bad parents. They realize that they don't know their children's middle names. Yes, that is true.
I'm thinking Hannah.
Hannah.
Never do the worst. Now, my mother, to be clear, doesn't even know my own birthday. It's a common joke in my family.
Right, nobody knows your real birthday, right?
Technically, we found it out, and it's June 29th.
June 29th.
But that's only because that's what it says on my birth certificate.
Gotcha.
That's
Oh,
it.
Light
And
lady.
that we discovered that when I was 16 and applying for a license.
Yeah. So that
But I
was
still get happy birthdays on my 25th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. And my brother James just messaged me happy birthday on July 29th.
off
and I was
by a
like,
month.
I hung out with you on my birthday a month ago. And he was like, oh, sorry. Google Calendar is awful. I was like, cool. Don't forget our brother's birthday's in 2 days. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
You were
that's
talking.
fine. Well, episode 4, Alexis does community service with Mutt. Here's where we first get a taste of Alexis starting to like actually have legitimate desires and feelings for an individual and get stuck doing community service with Mutt. Mutt's an interesting character, and like I'll be interested to see your feelings of Mutt going
Okay.
forward. Stevie convinces David to sell his clothes, so we start to get the relationship of Stevie and David starting to blossom, which will go all the way through the whole series. And then they then like the joke, right? This, for those of you who watch improv, like this is a herald, right? Sitcoms are heralds. You have like 3 different things going on that seem random at first, and by the end they all kind of come together. And so the parents
/
didn't
have a
realize-
certain theme.
Yeah, so they all have that certain theme. I mean, not knowing their children's middle name, I think that's just kind of really digging in. Like these first 4 or 5 episodes are really just digging into the awfulness of this family, and it's just kind of piling it on because it's. I hope that people realize the growth arc is that these characters grow and become good people. Like that's, or else
You'd hope.
why would it go?
I mean, we're talking about a super rich family that loses everything, and so you can imagine there's things like, we didn't need all that money. We needed family and love and empathy. So I imagine it's happening, but
Yeah, kind of.
yeah, we're definitely not there yet.
They still definitely not. It'd take a long time to get there if we ever do. All right, and then last night's episodes, right? Bye, KD Fiore.
Hi, Katie Fiore.
What?
Love you.
Wait, Kay Tierney, I forgot your birthday last year? Are you serious? What'd I do? Text you on the next day or something?
Okay, wait. To be clear, you don't remember that you forgot her birthday?
Well,
so,
first
you
of
forgot
all-
that you forgot her birthday?
That's my sister, so not wife, so it's okay. But I just don't remember. I gotta check my phone. I'll check my phone and see what did I do.
What's up with brothers and not remembering their sibs' birthdays? Ugh.
They couldn't have
Telling
known it's his birthday. Don't worry,
Don't
it's
worry,
his
it's his
sister. Yes,
sister.
and that's exactly. Oh yes. Oh good.
I love the
callback.
tie-in light lady. That was
Because
beautiful.
That's the sign. The sign. Don't worry, it's his sister. And then the sign comes up on it. By the way, that sign.
Based on that caps, I hope you can hear light lady laughing right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I hope you just heard like from the house.
I ship David and Stevie.
Yes. I see them as a friendship. I get serious gaydar by David, so I'm definitely not thinking he's going with Stevie. But yeah, they've already done that thing where they are becoming very, very, very. What did they keep saying? You're like me or something. And so
Yeah,
he said it to her
similar.
first, and then she said it to him first. So, yep. All right,
By the
light
way,
lady. I hope we did you
wait.
proud.
I ship David and Stevie. Is that
Yeah.
like a saying that
Yes,
I'm
to ship somebody is to put them into a relationship of some kind, and it usually bequeaths them with a name that is the conglomerate of the two. So like you and I, if we were shipped, would be Dames or John.
Okay. I've never heard that saying before.
Yeah.
So like Kim and I would be Jimberly. So Kim's maiden name is Barry. So we used to be Team Beerney. That's what we were when we would play beer games and whatnot. She does make him less horrible for sure. That'll continue to happen. So last night's episodes, right? We had Johnny and Moira use the mayor's cabin for the night, when it ended up not being their cabin, which was obvious that was going to happen. For sure. They throw a games night. David's eye twitches. Alexis drinks. Dane.
Right, lady, I wish you weren't going to bed. I think you're going to need to defend yourself in the next few minutes.
Yeah, because it's okay to say games night. It is okay to say games night. I think that episode 5 is really when I started to enjoy the sitcom, because you start to develop some depth to the characters. Right? It starts with the pretty standard walking into your parents having sex, but it's just kind of funny. Like it's just like a standard, sitcom-y type thing. And them going away, and then it's clear that someone else is going to be there. We do get to see Bob's character a little more, which Bob does come back a lot throughout. But really, I think what the depth of the characters come about, they come about when David and Stevie, like Roadhouse has said a few times, start to show that they need each other. But then also Alexis seems to need David. And the whole games night thing, I think, is kind of funny. And like you're seeing this insecurity of Alexis, of needing to be around people and needing to be liked, whereas like David needs that too, going into the office and being like, "Hey Stevie, like I'm sorry, blah blah blah." But it's just very Alexis wears that on her sleeve of like, I need to be liked and I need all this attention, whereas I think David keeps it in and has the panic attack. Oh, actually no, I think that's number 6. But yeah.
That is number 6. Yeah, I see the summary as I pointed out yesterday was this was a very needy episode, because you said all those things, except also then Stevie also talks about how they need David, because then David goes away from the party, and then Stevie comes back out and basically says, I need you to come back in the party because it sucks and I need you to make it better, right?
Yeah.
And also once again reestablishes that they're very similar people. So through our empathy of Stevie of having to put up with his family, we then have, by extension, empathy for David, because we're seeing him now through a lens of what Stevie sees.
Yeah.
And the next episode, I like to call the Vita Metavegemin episode.
It is the Vita Metavegemin.
Because for those of you who don't know, Lucille Ball in I Love Lucy did a commercial for a alcohol-based children's syrup called a Vita Metavegemin, and it had alcohol in it, and being the very pure housewife that she is, she was not accustomed to alcohol. And in the many rehearsals and takes, part of it is her taking a spoonful of this stuff, and she becomes more and more drunk as it goes. And by the end, she's like, and then I think at one point she just takes the whole bottle. So the fact that Moira Rose has to do this commercial where she's talking about fruit wine, terrible fruit wine, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Some wines are bad. I like that it's sort of like it's trashing people who enjoy state wine. We'll say whether it's Pennsylvania wine or New York wine or Ohio wine. It's like if it's not from Italy, it's crap. Just so you know. So I thought it was funny the way they did that. But yeah,
I am so glad you brought that up. I actually just saw that. The Vita. Bit about whatever the whole thing was. I just saw that again, probably over the summer, and I think it was because the new Will and Grace did a like flashback where they acted like they were in I Love Lucy,
Like a 19. Yeah.
and whatever, but it showed, and I remember like that. Yeah, gosh, that show, like, I Love Lucy. Maybe that's a watch party, like just to like look at that comedy from what decade was that from? Like,
At least 1980.
that's from like the.
Yes, it's much older.
I
think it's like 60s, if I were to guess. 60s or 50s.
Wikipedia.
But I think it's 60s.
50s. So it aired on CBS from October 15th, 1951 to May 6th, 1957. 6 seasons. Yeah. That's interesting.
Love it.
That's super cool.
Yeah. And then Bewitched, when they did the remake with Colin Farrell. I liked Bewitched. So when I saw that there was a remake, I decided I said Colin Farrell. That's not right. Will Ferrell. And that would be a definitely different Bewitched. And then he said something like they replaced Darren and nobody noticed. And that's true. And so like stuff like that happens. Yeah. I used to stay. I have insomnia, and I had insomnia as a kid. And I used to stay up. My dad got home at like 12:30 because he worked second shift. And so I would wait and watch Nick at Night. So I would like watch I Love Lucy, Three's Company, Bewitched, Zorro, which always happened at midnight.
Yeah. I love Nick at Night was great.
Yes.
Okay, and then the last
Now
one.
you go to Nick at Night and it plays Friends. I'm not kidding you. That's a thing still, but it plays shit that we watch because now we're old.
We're old, Dawn. We are old.
We are. You got gray hairs. I noticed.
So many gray hairs. I got bags under my eyes. I got a retirement account.
Man.
Can you believe it?
Right,
I got a Joe Biden sign in my yard. How old are you when you're putting political signs in your yard?
You think you're old. I just spent money on a water heater and a new roof. Talk about that paycheck, huh? I'm so old. Talk about adulting, right?
I'm so old. How old are you?
Oh, sorry. How old are you?
I'm so old. I remember when we didn't have the internet.
I'm so old. I remember when Pluto was a planet.
Oh. Anyways. A Roadhouse. Oh, Jell would do I Love Lucy and Watch Party, and Roadhouse loves Zorro. Friends did not. No. First of all, Friends did not stand the test of time very well. Absolutely not. We can talk about the problems with Friends. There's a lot of them. First of all, there's a lot of white people snapdagging in the middle of New York City.
Who apparently have really shit jobs but can afford a really nice apartment.
That comes out in the last episode that there was rent control. I actually use that sometimes in my classes. Fun fact, Jennifer Aniston's father is a PSU alum. Does he donate? Does she ever come back and hang out? Will she be willing to come through the side gate? Because I've got a ring now that's, would catch. Actually, I guarantee that if Jennifer Aniston walked into my house, my wife would not care. And if she did, then I don't have a good wife. Let's be honest. Last episode, Don. I'm going to read it off, and you are going to talk about it. One of my favorite episodes. This is Light Lady talking. Moira is hired to be a local winery's spokesperson for Erbertlinger's fruit wine. Everything about this is hilarious. Johnny is obnoxious on set. Gets kicked off. Moira opens a door with a shoe like a boss. David struggles with a health problem. He sees a veterinarian and learns that panic attacks are a real thing. Alexa says, "It's like a witch's house in here, David." David. All right, go ahead.
I agree. Now, I think that this was so two things. One is people learn. I've learned that people who really like Schitt's Creek love Moira. Like, she becomes a fan favorite, and I believe that this is one of those few. This is the first few episodes where you start to see that. At least this was one of the first few episodes where I was like, oh, I love this character. Plus, as was pointed out by Light Lady, I think that the actor does a very good job at being drunk. Like, she does a phenomenal job. And then you have to, you're going to laugh. You guys keep talking about Moira's accent, but this person has played so many different rich obnoxious people that I've seen her in that I was like, what accent? She's just like snobbish. And so then I actually Googled and watched several videos of the Canadian-born, what is it, Catherine O'Connor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And her talking. And I'm like, this whole time, that hasn't been her real voice. Oh my God. Like, even in things where she plays like the mom in Penelope,
Right, yeah.
and when she plays the pompous woman in Beetlejuice, like, it's like, nope, that's not her
Catherine
accent.
O'Hara.
Turns out
O'Hara, yeah.
she's Canadian and from Toronto. And
Oh, Alexis.
she was talking.
Alexis said sorry a few times. You can hear the Canadian in that actress's voice, and I forget that actress's actor's name. I
Yeah.
don't say actress anymore.
Yeah.
I really like that one too, and I think they really start to pick up now, and I think that's pretty normal for most sitcoms. Even though Brandon doesn't like any sitcoms, that it takes a while to get in because you need to know backstories of the characters, right? Like a lot of the stuff that becomes funny and becomes like caring and makes you laugh or makes you cry in any sort of TV show or movie, you need to have the first part where it's kind of just building. Same thing with improv. Right? Like, you can come out and say, like, a funny one-liner and get a joke, but if you're doing a real good long-form 30, 40-minute improv set, those first 10 minutes are building character backstory, and it's building what's going on, and then boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Yeah, Here Fishy Fishy is way more generous. I'll be honest, I do not watch a lot of TV. I don't watch a lot of sitcoms or anything. And so, go for it, James Tierney.
No, I'm going to start opening while you talk.
So, you do it. So, yeah, watching this will be like the most time I've dedicated to TV in a while. And so at first I was like, yeah, I don't have any empathy for these characters. And if I have no empathy, I don't really give a crap. So it's like, oh, you're suffering. Still don't care. And so I'm more or less trusting in you as to why I'm still watching. But it has made me do a bah, ha, 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 like more than any other sitcom I've watched. So
yeah,
that's a pleasant surprise.
You can ask Lady. Every now and then there'll be just like small little like one-liners that are just thrown in there and no one pays attention to it. And I love that there's no laugh track. First of all, I hate laugh tracks. Whoever invented laugh tracks are dumb, because I like the subtlety of some small little comment and then me just being like, ha! And just like, that's it. Like, that's it. I gotta write them down. I'm gonna start writing them down. Roland has them all the time, of just like a random thing that's a little like slightly offensive.
Roland irritates me due to his like caricaturistic misogyny. But thus is the case. But I will tell you, I forgot to say this. I am the worst to watch any comedy show with, any sitcom with, anything that is supposed to be funny. And here's why. I am not like our friend Nate Ruffo. Nate Ruffo has a characteristic laugh that is scary to some people. And at the same time, he laughs easily and he laughs a lot. And my laugh most of the time is this. It's completely silent, and most people don't recognize it or hear it. And so half the time when we're watching something or in a show, Brant will lean over and just look at my face because he wants to know, am I doing this? Because he can't tell. So I usually bring the energy of something supposed to be funny, like, down. And so, like, even when I'm doing teaching for improv, I have to specify, like, if I go, I have to then be like, bah, ha, ha, because otherwise people are like, Dawn's not enjoying this. It's awful. It's like, no, I am. I laugh quietly. It's bad. It's true.
Wait, you mean Nate Ruffo doesn't have a quiet laugh?
I do mean that. Yes. I can't do it without hurting people, but it's a bah! And it's like one loud yell. I actually have friends that said they don't come to my improv shows strictly because, respectfully, Nate thinks faster than they do and he laughs and it scares them.
Yes.
So essentially they come to my show, get startled, and then go, oh, I guess that was funny because he's just that much faster. Yeah. Yes. And then I learned about it when we were watching. I was sitting with Nicole, his wife, and he was like 4 rows back when we were watching the campus improv thing. And sure enough, it was so loud. The whole auditorium was just one ginormous Nate echo.
Loud.
And she just went, my husband, ladies and gentlemen. Like, didn't even phase her. She's so used to it now. I love it.
Here Fishy Fishy says Roland grows on you like mold.
Yeah.
And was
like a
Moira
good...
the mother from Beetlejuice? I believe so, right? Is that
Yes.
the character?
Yes, she
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yes, and the mom from Home Alone.
Yes, the mom from Kevin. So crazy. Okay, so we've got a Birchbox, people. There's a note. I got to read the note. Birchbox was launched in September 2010 with a simple insight: everyone deserves a beauty and grooming discovery that experience that is fun and effective. As we reflect on the past 10 years of learning and excitement, we'd like to take a moment to say thank you. We truly appreciate you for believing in our company, and we want to share our vision for the future with you. Lead change in the beauty and grooming industry by supporting customer-centric evolution and innovation. Continue to be your trusted friend in the beauty and grooming industry. Inspire you to find some you time for yourself. Hubba hubba. Help you innovate to your grooming routine in ways that are both simple and fun. Hubba hubba. Our thinking and strategy is grounded in improving the experience for people that have a more casual relationship with beauty and grooming. Even though grooming isn't your priority, you deserve to be a priority and have a best-in-class experience finding and using products that excite you. We would love for you to join us in shaping the future of shopping for beauty and grooming. Apply to be in Birchbox BFF, a customer group aimed at making Birchbox forever useful and always delightful at birchbox.com/BFF. I might apply for that just so that way I can talk about it on this stream. Okay. Ooh. They gave me a bingo card for September. Speaking of bingo cards, whatever happened to those bingo cards, Roadhouse?
So people have them, and then they started saying bingo, and we were like, great, we'll have to think about what a prize would be.
I know, and then we never gave prizes out.
And then we were very bad. But we did get pins.
We did have prizes. Pins. And I do want to send things out. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to be sending out messages on like Facebook and whatnot. I would love to get all of y'all's addresses if you trust us to have addresses of you, so we can send you some cool stuff that we're working on. Okay, real quick. This year we're turning 10. It's a whole month to celebrate the best of the Birchbox community. We're challenging you to some 10-year anniversary. We'll be giving 10 of our bingo winners $250 worth of points to spend. We can't wait to see what you've been up to. Here's how you play. Must be a Birchbox subscriber. Check. Mark off any activities and experience you have completed. Once you have any 10 spaces marked off, you have bingo. Snap a photo of your winning Birchbox bingo bar with 10 circled spaces. Upload it to Instagram in your feed with the hashtag Birchbox sweepstakes. Tag us in your posts and share what you've loved about being a Birchbox subscriber. Due by the end of the month. Hey, I think I might do that.
That's like the cheapest advertising campaign ever.
It's so cheap. It's so cheap. I love it. That's not how bingo works in other things. Okay, so are we ready to see what you have this month? Also, I would like, if any of the individuals in the chat would be interested in getting a free month of Birchbox, I want to purchase it for you because I think it would be fun, and I want other people to get cool things with me. And this is not sponsored by Birchbox. It's only $10 a month, and I'm like, I can spend $10 for some people. So, looking at you, Brandon. Looking at you, Brandon. Okay. Uh-oh, what's this? It's something tiny.
It's a box. It's a box that says Saturn. It's a box from Saturn.
Yeah, whatever. It's Saturn. It's Saturn. It's Saturn Sulfur Spot Treatment Mask. This acne treatment mask contains maximum levels of sulfur to penetrate pores. Leave on until dry or overnight before rinsing. I've never had an overnight mask.
I need you to smell that.
Oh, why? Because Kim always...
Because it can't be good.
Can't be good. Because it says sulfur, right?
Yeah. And I got it.
Yeah, I can smell it already. Yeah, definitely sulfur in there. But it's a little tiny thing.
Leave that all night long. Oh, Kim, you're going to be so happy. You're going to be like, did Dakota fart again?
For sure. That was, what one was that one? I just said?
That was Saturn something.
Oh, Saturn Sulfur. So it's from Sunday Riley. A full size is $20. But I'm sure
all the farts all the time.
There's a little sample. It's just a little sample. How would Kim react if you put that in her face right now? What are the odds she's already asleep? She's probably sleeping already.
Thank goodness she doesn't watch our repost, huh?
Whatever this is, the entire box is in French.
Awesome.
Nope.
Put your hand behind it.
Nope. Still
Your
not
hand.
working. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Your
It's all in
hand.
French. This is the content y'all are looking for on our day back. This is Embryolisse. Embryo.
All right.
It's
Embryos.
dry skin moisturizer. This concentrated dry skin cream reduces signs of aging and deeply hydrates.
Who would have thought you could read French? That's impressive.
Tip, you'll notice fine lines look more filled in and skin looks more supple. You know who uses the word supple all the time? Sam Tanner.
Oh my God, right?
Sam Tanner used to always say that he wanted to steal Nate Rufo's eyes because he had young, supple eyes because Sam was getting old.
Supple. I like the way that. For some reason, when I think of supple, I think of boobies. That being said, woo!
Diego, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
And do you see how the thing comes up now? I don't know if you're watching on Twitch or not. No, you're probably not.
I'm
But
not watching, but I can
that's
hear
okay.
it. For
Yeah.
the first time, I can hear it. I don't know why, but I
Yeah.
can. It makes me
Right.
happy.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hello.
So this is, I don't know what it smells like. Do you want me to look it up? Or want me to smell it for you?
You can smell it if you'd like. I just wanted you to smell it for.
This is one of those where they have the little, like I
Yes.
gotta poke it.
Yeah, you gotta puncture it.
Oh, it's
Oh,
It doesn't really have a smell. But it's deeply moisturizing.
You're actually putting it on. Antigado, I don't speak Portuguese, but como estás?
No Portuguese, unfortunately. There's still some coming out. Hold on.
Aw, thank you. All right.
Okay. Next.
Next.
This full size is $28. Next, what is this? Ooh, Eau de Perfume. Everything's in
man.
French. To me.
You fancy, man. They
Awaken,
got birch trees in France.
awaken and unwind. Eau de Parfum. This celebrated brand makes its debut into fragrance with 2 unwavering scents. This 2-in-1 sample lets you give both a try. Ugh. Hey, mods, do you mind just like throwing that into what's that called? The translator? Making sure we don't want to get rid of any of that. Thanks. Thank you. You guys rock. But it
Yes.
still counts as a follower, which is great. So we got to see a thing. Ooh, see? Two samples. Don, I still think we should find a box that we can both get and we can compare what they send us.
I'm all for this.
Oh, this is the David Beckham. I've had this before.
David Beckham.
And this is House 99 by David Beckham. This charcoal infused face wash cleans clogged pores, brightens, and cools skin. Spirulina neutralizes face radicals, which can cause premature skin aging. I don't know what half those words mean. Yeah, it was removed. I figured. I saw the first part of a word and I'm like, yeah, that probably needs to be removed. They're probably saying some mean things to us. Don, could you imagine people on the internet will say mean things about us?
Oh my God, even in Portuguese?
Oh.
No.
So that's this one. And last but not least, more Billy Jealousy. They must have a
They must have a thing.
a special relationship.
They're shipped.
And this is Devil's Delight Body Wash. This body wash contains shea butter and coconut oil to leave skin clean and hydrated. Full size 20. All right. So a pretty good pull this month. Nothing too special that I'm excited. I guess I'm excited for this little face mask. Maybe I should put on like this on for one of our shows. Just I'll do the whole show in a face mask.
I like it. I like it.
That's what it said. Our word Americans think they own the world.
Yep. And because you said you don't know Portuguese, it's learn to speak a beautiful language.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what the last one is. Yeah.
Look, I would love to learn to
We
speak
really
Portuguese.
have already spent way too much time giving this any kind of thought slash. Yeah.
Oh. Anyways, so that was my Birchbox. Brandon, I'm going to contact you and we're going to get you a Birchbox. First of all, Jason was going to get a Birchbox and we were going to compare on the Jockey Josh show what they would send him as a black man. So I think it would be great. And then that went away. So I would love to see what they to see what they would send you. Okay. Don, is
So
there
when
anything
you
else?
do this though, when you do Birchbox, do you fill out like whether or
Yeah.
not you're bearded
Yeah.
or not? If,
Yeah,
if
like
you
you
have
have like your own profile. So you have your own
Like,
profile and you
okay.
say like what skin tone you are, and they do have like a super I think they call it. They've got like light, average, blah, and then they're like dark, like real dark. I don't know what the names are.
dark and real dark.
Dark and real dark. I don't remember what it's. They have a range, and
And then they have like fair, pasty, Canadian,
exactly.
deceased. Like they have that level
Yeah.
too.
yeah, so they have like you can like slide it for how far you are from one thing or the other.
Got it.
But yeah, what is a dark wood? Did I say wood? Oh, because of birch box. What's a walnut box? I don't know what a dark wood would be. I mean, I know who has a dark
walnut's pretty dark. Also, oh shoot. What's the color?
wood. Cherry wood?
They have these different stains. No, it starts with a J. I forget it.
James?
No, it's a type of
Jared?
wood.
Type
Of wood.
Jericho?
I feel like we're not getting anywhere.
I don't think we're getting anywhere either. Oh boy. Anyways,
Man, friends,
Don.
a lot.
Don, is there anything
Wow.
else that you would like to talk to the people about? We're coming up on our 9:30 time.
You are correct, A. Roadhouse. James is a type of wood.
I'm a type of something.
Speaking of which, Light Lady needs to tell me how the shim works.
Oh,
Since I gave you wood today.
We did install it, and it didn't do much. It makes it a
Alright.
little better. The thing is, hold on. I
Sounds
can
like my first time.
Sounds like my first time. Didn't work that much.
Oh, and it didn't work that much.
Let me. Oh boy, lots of. Oh man, look at all these messages. I gotta go back and look at all these later. Hold on. Let's go to the Ring app. There's an app for that.
Oh,
And
man.
let's see, history. There's really nothing going on right now. So I'm just going to go to it, and we can go to a live view. And what you'll notice on it, y'all. Hold on, it's activating the device. Sounds sexual. Uh-oh, it's taking a long time.
I hope this isn't going to be really loud.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, that was like a permanent... you could see the reflection, and it was
I
like
know.
for going on for infinity.
Infinity. See, you guys can see this is the room where we're streaming from. Yeah, this device ain't working too good. Everyone, don't get it. Reconnect. Live view ended. Let's reconnect. Anyways, not working good. I don't know. Is Rich D left a long time ago. Rich D
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
I am done with these people. What are you calling these people?
Well, on that note, I'm already in my jams.
Speaking of which, thank you, Lobster. Speaking of which, if anybody has any ideas of what we can put for like redeeming those flannels, like I don't know what else we could do. I just made that one because I knew it would make Kim mad.
I love that you dab. I really don't know what I could do.
We could do push-ups. We could do workout.
I could do
things.
push-ups.
We could do push-ups. Okay.
Here's
It
a fun
is-
factoid, friends. I've never done one push-up.
Never done a push-up?
I do push-up from knees. I do push-ups from chairs, but I cannot do a legit push-up. It's sad. I usually lower myself slowly down and then begin to whine. That's
Yeah, the you can't see me motion. What's the you can't see me motion?
Can't see me. I have no idea. I got nothing.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, Roadhouse. Do you like
Red
that?
Lobster, mood push-ups are really hard. My mother used to put me through them. First
What
I
are
was up,
mood
then down,
push-ups?
then up, then down. No, I think he said, I think Red Lobster meant good push-ups.
Good. Oh,
Forgive
okay.
me. I didn't mean to gender a lobster.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I did just do it. Yeah.
You can't see me? I don't know if that's it. All right. It is past our time, Dawn. Everybody,
I gotta
we
get
will
to
be
bed.
doing
That's why I'm
some
wearing my jam jams.
we will be doing some improv Saturday night. Assuming everything goes well. Oh, mood. Push-ups are hard. Ah, I get it. That's how it's read. That's what your mood is. So we will, if everything goes to plan, we'll be back Saturday night, 8 p.m. to do
Candy
an improv
corn.
show.
Candy corn.
Let's see what
Close
the
the
results are.
poll.
Let's close the poll this week, which we didn't do last week. Close the poll. Aw, and then let's complete the poll. The no was most voted. It had 61.54. Sad.
61.54 is,
Percent.
you
Actually,
know,
not,
it might be enough
pretty close.
to win, but let's be honest, it's not a lot.
not a lot. Like it
Still got a
seems like
big
people.
chunk of pro candy corn people.
It was very close. It was very close. Anyways,
Yeah.
oh, we haven't done this in a while. Who do we want to? We should go raid Tanner because we haven't been there in a while. And Tanner Boo's a great person. Let's go raid Tanner Boo since we haven't
Do it.
been here. Like I said before, why is this? I hate. There it is. Okay. You can hear me typing. I'm sorry. Okay. Like I said, I'm distracted, Don. Saturday night, 8 p.m. right here. We will be back doing improv, unless something happens like my dog has to go to the hospital
Vet
or
again.
something goes up.
Yeah.
If there is no show, it'll be on our Instagram and on our Facebook, so that way you'll know where to come and hang out for or for not a show. All right.
Yes.
I am excited for everything. Thank you all for the new follows, even people who then said mean things to us. Thank you for everyone for hanging out. We are very excited to be back, and we can't wait to continue to do some improv and he said they said stuff with you. Thank for everyone who resubbed with Prime or without Prime, gift subs, all that stuff. We appreciate the support. The tens of dollars that we're making is making this all worth it. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
You got to sing what's in the time. I never expected this for you.